Okay, so Warang Sesuatu very good, so for Warang Sesuatu and very good evening. So, okay, so tonight I want to discuss the physical properties of alcohol. So, I just refresh for S11 today's lesson. Um, so physical properties of alcohol can be discussed. That we will discuss is the boiling point on the solubility. So for physical state of alcohol, so if your alcohol, the number of carbon is less than 12, is the alcohol will be in liquid and um, the the state is liquid and it is colorless. If the number of alcohol for carbon is more than 12, it is in form of solid, and phenol is the white crystalline solid. Okay. For boiling point, okay, so physical properties, okay, that we will discuss today is solubility and boiling point. Okay, so solubility, and when we discuss about the boiling point, we will focus on the type of intermolecular attractive forces, IMF, is terms of intermolecular attractive forces between the molecules. So actually, this one I just do some revision according to semester 1. The intermolecular forces between the molecules, there are two types, whether it is van der Waals forces and hydrogen bond. Okay. So for solubility, solubility of the compound or for this factor is in alcohol. So the solubility in water, it is polar molecule, and the solubility in non-polar molecule, it is example is water. Okay, so we will discuss about the boiling point. So the boiling point, there for an R upon the size, different size. So the boiling point for different number of OH functional group. Okay, then the boiling point for a molecule with MR almost the same but differ intermolecular attractive forces. Okay, so boiling point, alcohol has hydrogen bond between OH group, so and the van der Waals forces between the alkyl group. So as the intermolecular forces, so this is the structure of alcohol. So alcohol is ROH. So R is an alkyl group. So OH is hydroxyl group. Okay, so for example, this one is ethanol. So there are hydrogen bond between O of one ethanol, which is an alcohol, with H of another ethanol. Okay, so this one really ialah hydrogen bond. So between alkyl group and alkyl group, which is non-polar molecule, there are van der Waals forces. Okay, okay. The strength of van der Waals forces is increased as the MR or the molecular mass increase. So the boiling point increases with the increases of molecular weight. Okay, ni dah belajar masa first sem. So for example, ethanol and butanol. So both have same number of OH group. Satu, satu. So from the experiment, so we found that the boiling point of one butanol is 118, which is larger than 78. Kenapa? Sebab ethanol there are 1, 2, 2 carbon, one butanol there ada 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. So both can make a hydrogen bond. Ethanol can make hydrogen bond. One butanol also can make hydrogen bond. Tapi butanol dia punya MR ataupun size dia akan jadi larger. So the explanation is here. Okay. When the number of OH group in alcohol molecule increase, the boiling point. So for this, we need the explanation. So I give the explanation. between ethanol and butanol, so kamu akan cakap the MR or size of 1-butanol is larger ataupun buat tanda larger, also accepted ethanol. So therefore, when the forces between the molecule of 1-butanol will be stronger than ethanol. So when the forces 1-butanol is stronger, so more energy is needed to overcome the stronger when the forces between 1-butanol than ethanol. So therefore, 1-butanol has higher boiling point than ethanol. Okay. Okay, next is when the number of OH group in an alcohol molecule increases, the boiling point increases. So you need untuk boiling point. So I have already discussed about this one. Boiling point with the different size. So dia punya MR berbeza. Kemudian kita akan discuss the boiling point of different number of OH. Okay, so next step is when the number of OH group in the alcohol molecule increases, the boiling point will be increases. So this is number of OH increase, boiling point increase. This is due to the formation more hydrogen bond between the alcohol molecules. For example, 1,2-ethanediol, 1,2-ethanediol, there are 2 OH functional group. 1-propanol has only 1 OH functional group. So from the experiment, we found that the boiling point for 1,2-ethanediol is 198, which is larger than 97. The boiling point of alcohol is affected by the molecular weight or number of OH groups. So for this stage, dia tak ada explanation. The explanation for this stage is 1,2-ethanediol has 2 OH functional group, while 1-propanol has only 1 OH functional group. So there are more hydrogen bonds between hydrogen bond formed between 1,2-ethanediol than 1-propanol. So therefore, kalau dia ada more hydrogen bond, we can 1,2-ethanediol has 2 OH functional group. Okay, dia ada more hydrogen bond, so therefore more energy is needed to overcome the hydrogen bond between 1, 2 ethane diol. So therefore 1, 2 ethane diol has higher boiling point. Okay, next. Compare of boiling point between alcohol and alkane of similar molecular weight. So this is the MR almost the same but different intermolecular attractive forces. Okay, so alcohol have higher boiling point than alkane of the similar molecular weight. Okay, with the similar molecular weight, alcohol will have higher boiling point. So why? Because alcohol can form hydrogen bond between its molecules, while alkane can only form weak when there was forces between its molecules. So example, ethanol. So this is an alcohol, and propane. This is an alkane. So if we calculate the MR, so untuk ethanol, so they are ini 12, 12 kali 2, 12 kali 12, 24. So 24 plus hydrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6 is 30. Okay, 12, 12, 24 plus 6, 30 plus 16 adalah 646. So sini MR dia adalah 46 gram per mol. Untuk propane adalah, so sini ada 12, 12, 12, 12 kali 3 ialah 36 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3, okay, 6 ke 8, 1 dengan 8, so ini ialah 44 lebih kurang, 44 gram. So this is the two molecule with MR almost the same. From the experiment, so we found that ethanol, the boiling point is 78, which is higher than propane. The boiling point is negative 42. Okay, so why? So kat sini kita bagi compound dia bagi ethanol. Ethanol is a polar molecule and can form hydrogen bond between its molecule. So while propane is non-polar molecule and it's only has van der Waals forces between its molecule. Okay, the strength of hydrogen bond is stronger than van der Waals forces. Okay, you can request both ethanol and propane has similar MR or size. Okay, so ini adalah explanation untuk similar MR or size. The strength of hydrogen bond will be stronger than the Waals forces. So more energy is needed to overcome the stronger hydrogen bond between ethanol. Then propane. So therefore, ethanol will have higher boiling point than propane. Okay, so bila kamu explain boiling point, dia mesti jawapan dia macam fikir kan. Maksudnya dia mesti mention type of the bond. Lepas tu dia mesti mention kekuatan. Dia mesti mention energy more or less. So energy barulah kamu boleh relate dengan higher or lower the boiling point. Okay. For solubility, the hydroxy group of alcohol is hydrophilic area which can form hydrogen bond with water. The alkyl group is hydrophobic or lipophilic that does not dissolve easily in water. So thus, lower molecular weight of alcohol C1 to C3 has smaller hydrophobic area to easily form hydrogen bond with water. So this explains why they are completely soluble in water. Okay, so explanation untuk solubility. So example of alcohol are OH. So R is an alkyl group. Okay, ester, propyl, propyl, cyclohexa and so on. So OH ini ialah kawasan area yang hydrophilic area. Hydrophilic area tu maksudnya dia love water. So bila dia love water, dia can make a hydrogen bond with water. So therefore, mostly kebanyakan alcohol dissolve in water. Okay. So R, an alkyl group, is known as hydrophobic area. Phobic daripada perkataan phobia, takut. Maksudnya kawasan yang tak sukakan air. Hydrophobic area, dia hate water. Bencikan air. Okay. So, the larger the size of R, which is an alkyl group, so hydrophobic area pun akan increase. So when the hydrophobic area increase, the solubility in water also will decrease. The larger the size of R alkyl group, hydrophobic area increase. So the solubility in water decrease. So how about the solubility of alcohol in non-polar molecules such as ether? Okay, alcohol will alcohol is a polar molecule So dia can dissolve in both polar and non-polar molecule. Jadi soluble in ether. Okay, so we refer to the lecture note. Okay, so masihlah estimation saya tadi, ethanol is completely dissolved in water due to the formation of hydrogen bond with water. So ini ialah ethanol, CH3CH2OH. So the hydrogen bond is between O dengan H, H2O, dengan H ethanol with O, H2O. So as the size of alkyl group increase, hydrophobic area increase. Okay, the hydrogen bond with water molecule are hard to form sebab dia punya hydrophobic area increase. So it will decrease in solubility. If more OH is in alcohol molecule, more hydrogen bond will form. So the solubility in water is increased. Okay, so now we want to discuss the solubility of phenol. So phenol, structure of phenol ialah dia mesti ada benzene. So they are OH functional group attached directly to the benzene. So this is the structure of phenol. This is the formula C6H5OH. Okay, so phenol is partially soluble in water below 66 degrees. Okay, phenol dalam air bawah 66 darjah Celsius dia hanya larut separa. But completely dissolved ataupun soluble above this temperature, maksudnya more than 66 degrees. So ini ada relate dengan when temperature increase, kinetic energy increase, molecule so move faster, so dia akan dapat, dia can overcome the intermolecular attractive forces between the molecules. Okay, so solubility increase when temperature increase. So actually ini kita refer balik ataupun do revision for semester 1 chapter 4 chemical bonding. So phenol is white crystalline solid which is hygroscopic. Hygroscopic tu maksudnya bahan yang can absorb water from the atmosphere. Maksudnya kalau kamu ada satu bekas letakkan phenol, so selepas 1 jam ke kamu tengok bekas phenol yang dalam bekas tu dia dah jadi macam lembap. Kenapa? Sebab dia absorb humidity from the surrounding. Okay, so we do some exercises related with the physical properties. So please refer your MECA question. So for S11, I have already discussed question number 1 and question number 2. So question number 3 is related with the chemical reaction. So we will learn after this. So we answer question number 4 first. Okay, question number 4, arrange the following compound in order of decreasing solubility, menurun. So setiap kali dalam exam, kamu mesti jawab soalan, ikut soalan. Kalau dia suruh buat decreasing lah, jangan kadang-kadang buat increasing. So let's discuss question. So ini adalah question mereka case SK4, question number 4. Okay, question number 4. So given is hexane, 1 hexanol, 1 2 hexane, 1 hexanol, 1 2 ethane diol. Okay. So this question is you need to arrange decreasing solubility in water and explain. Okay, so paling dissolve in water, solubility in water, the most soluble will be 1,2 ethane diol, more soluble than 1 hexanol, more soluble than hexane. Boleh buat tanda lebih besar ataupun more ataupun kamu buat arrow kat sini. Solubility in water is decreased. Okay, then dia suruh kamu explain. Okay, so why 1,2 ethane diol is the most soluble? So 1,2 ethane diol has 2 OH functional group which can make more hydrogen bond with water. Okay. So therefore 1,2 ethane diol is the most soluble in water. Okay. 1 hexanol and hexane. Okay. 1 hexanol is an alcohol. So it can form a hydrogen bond with water. So it can form a hydrogen bond with water. So therefore 1 hexanol is soluble in water but less soluble than 1,2 ethane diol. Okay, hexane is very less soluble in water because hexane is non-polar molecule. Okay, it can form a hydrogen bond with water. So therefore hexane can dissolve in water, or the solubility of hexane in water is very low. Hexane can only soluble ataupun dissolve in non-polar solvent, okay, such as benzene or ether. Okay, so actually this chapter is quite easy because we have learned, dia macam do some revision according to semester 1 chapter 4. Okay. So preparation of alcohol. So preparation of alcohol also some revision according to chapter alkyl, and haloalkane. So at the end of the lesson, we should be able to extend the preparation of alcohol by fermentation. Ini yang dalam makmal penyampaian. Okay. So if you have any carbohydrate such as sugar, kemudian kamu letakkan yeast, jadi akan jadi alkohol. Hydration of alkene, so this is refer chapter alkene. Hydrolysis of alkane, so this is refer chapter alkane. Addition of unit reagent to carbonyl compound, so this is refer chapter haloalkane. So synthesis of alcohol ni ialah combination daripada banyak chemical equation. Okay, preparation of alcohol, first is fermentation of carbohydrate, dua ialah hydration of alkene, number 3 is hydrolysis of haloalkane, number 4 is addition of Grignard reagent to carbonyl compound. Okay, preparation of alcohol, fermentation of carbohydrate. So fermentation of sugar by yeast to form an ethanol. Ini pun dah belajar masa biology form 4 or form 5. So if you have any sugar in the presence of yeast, sugar will be fermented, okay, terurai, dia akan jadi ethanol and carbon dioxide gas will form. Second method in preparation of alkene is alkene react with water in the presence of an acid catalyst, H2SO4 or H3PO4, to form an alcohol. So this reaction follow Markovnikov rule. So what is Markovnikov rule? Kalau kami hafal, memang jadi masalah. So Markovnikov rule state that in addition, reaction of an alkene, okay, hydrogen atom will be added to carbon-carbon double bond with greater number of hydrogen atoms attached to it. Okay, so example, so this one, so you have an alkene, so 1, 2, 3, so this is 2 methyl, 1 propyl, so this is an alkene, so kamu akan masukkan H plus dan OH minus, so alkene, okay, so this is an alkene. The alkene akan undergo electrophilic addition reaction. So electrophilic addition reaction, elektrofil yang akan masuk dulu. So elektrofil kamu ialah H plus, so H plus akan masuk dulu. So yang akan masuk dulu yang selektif. So carbon ni ada 1, 2, 3, 4. So this carbon there are no hydrogen. This carbon there are 2 hydrogen. So hydrogen will added to the first carbon. OH will be added to the next carbon. So the product will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is 2 methyl, 2 propanol. So this is a type of an alcohol compound, homologous. Okay. Number 3 is hydrolysis of haloalkane. So this is referring to haloalkane. Alkene halide react with strong base in aqueous solution to produce alcohol and sodium hydroxide. So kamu nak tahu hydrolysis of haloalkane dia ada dua, SN1 ataupun SN3. So kalau dia SN1 ialah tertiary haloalkane, SN2 ialah kalau dia methyl haloalkane ataupun primary haloalkane. So for example, this one ialah methyl bromide ataupun bromomethane. Okay, so Br undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. So Br minus substitute is OH minus. So ini adalah a type of reaction is nucleophilic substitution reaction. So makin lama belajar organik makin senang sebab Macam saya mention tadi, kita just buat revision chapter-chapter yang sebelumnya. So when Br substitute with OH, so OH will akan ambil tempat Br, so dia akan jadi methanol. So methanol is a type of an alcohol. Okay. So addition of lignite reagent to carbonyl compound. So this one I have already give a video, a set of video discuss this reaction. So primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol can be prepared by the addition of lignite reagent RNGX to carbonyl compound followed by hydrolysis. So if you have methanol, methanol adalah C double bond O H H react with R and GX with the lignite reagent. So in dry ether followed by hydrolysis, it will produce primary alcohol. If you have an aldehyde ialah R C double bond OH. Aldehyde selain daripada methanol, any aldehyde, ethanol, propanol, butanol, any other aldehyde selain daripada methanol react with lignite reagent in dry ether followed by hydrolysis, dia akan jadi secondary alcohol. So if you have a ketone, ketone is R C double bond O R, react with lignite reagent in dry ether followed by hydrolysis, it will produce tertiary alcohol. Okay. So ini pun kalau saya ajar, saya macam do some revision. So synthesis of primary alcohol when methanol react with lignite reagent followed by hydrolysis, it will form a primary alcohol. So macam saya katalah, magnesium is partially positive, alkyl group R will be partially positive. Magnesium partially positive, R will be carbon kat sini will be partially negative, oxygen partially negative, carbon will be partially positive. So oxygen tarik elektron kat sini, so R akan donate a pair of electron kat sini, so dia akan produce R C. Okay, ni double bond dah tak ada, jadi O minus. Okay, H masih ada. Okay, O minus attach to Mg kat sini, masuk kat sini jadi O minus MgX followed by hydrolysis, so dia ada H2O, dia ada H plus OH minus. So H plus akan masuk dekat sini, so this bond akan break up, H plus akan take over MgX jadi OH. So Mg will attach to OH jadi MgOHX. Okay, OH attached to this carbon attached to one alkyl group. So this carbon is primary carbon. So OH attached to primary carbon. So this is primary alcohol. So when the lignite reagent react with HC double bond OH with a methanol. Okay, methanol. Okay, in dry ether followed by hydrolysis, dia akan jadi primary alcohol. Okay, example. So ni kamu study sendiri sebab the answer is given. Okay, synthesis of secondary alcohol. So if you have a lignite reagent react with any aldehyde. So this one is an aldehyde. So magnesium partially positive, carbon partially R in alkyl group partially negative, carbon partially positive, oxygen partially negative based on electronegativity. Oxygen will attract a bonding pair of electron to oxygen. R, alkyl group will donate a pair of electron to C, so dia akan make a new covalent bond kat sini. So H, ni H, R prime kat sini. So jadi O minus sebab oksigen dah attract a pair of electron. O minus Mg yang ada bercas pada positif ni akan attracted to here, so jadi O MgX. So followed by hydrolysis, so dia ada H plus dan OH minus. So the bond here is break. H akan masuk dekat sini jadi OH. Mg will bond to OH, MgOHX. Okay, so OH attached to this carbon attached to two neighboring carbon. So this is secondary carbon. OH attached to secondary carbon, so this is secondary alcohol. Okay, seperti ini, yang ni saya tak perlu ajar pun sebab kita baru je dah chapter hydroxy. So boring kan, kita repeat banyak kali. So this is the example, so kamu boleh cuba because of the answer is already given. Okay, so formation ataupun synthesis of tertiary alcohol. Okay, so formation of tertiary alcohol, when the Grignard reagent react with R, C double bond R is ketone. So oxygen partially negative sebab dia group 16, carbon will be partially positive. Magnesium will be partially positive sebab dia adalah group 2, prefer to donate electron. Alkyl group, carbon will be partially negative. Oxygen attract a pair of electron to oxygen. Okay, carbon from alkyl group akan donate a pair of electron to carbon. So dia akan jadi R yang ni, so this one. Kemudian R prime 1, okay, R prime 2. Kita letak prime tu nak tunjukkan dia ialah alkyl group yang berbeza lah. So O, bila attack a pair of electron jadi O minus. O minus akan attack to MgX. Dia akan donate a pair of electron kat sini jadi O MgX. Followed by hydrolysis. Hydrolysis with water ada H plus OH minus. So the bond here will be break. H akan masuk dekat sini. OH will attach to MgX. So jadi R OH, MgOHS. OH attached to this carbon attached to 1, 2, 3 neighboring carbon. So this carbon is tertiary carbon. OH attached to tertiary carbon. So this is the tertiary alcohol. So please remember, kalau Grignard reagent react dengan ketone, tertiary alcohol. So summary dia dah ada dekat sini. Grignard reagent dengan metanol, primary alcohol. Grignard reagent, aldehyde, secondary alcohol. Grignard reagent, ketone, tertiary alcohol. Okay. Example. Okay, example you can try because the answer is already given. Okay, exercise. Exercise also got an answer. So kita akan buat meka question. Question number. Mungkin ada Lucas lagi tak belajar lagi. Okay. Okay. Question number 3 ni sebab dia ada Lucas tak belajar lagi, we can try to answer question number 5. Okay. Question number 5. Okay. So this is an alcohol. Alcohol react dengan PCl3. So dia akan buat nucleophilic substitution reaction. OH will be substituted with Cl. So your compound nucleophilic substitution reaction ni sebelum ni kita boleh sebelum ni kita guna okay. Okay. OH will be substituted with Cl. So your product A is will be CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, OH substitute with Cl jadi Cl di sini. Okay. So A react with magnesium in dry ether. So this is the formation. Ini ketiga ini ialah nucleophilic substitution reaction. So OH minus substitute with Cl minus. Okay, A kepada B ini ialah reagent untuk formation of Grignard reagent. So B is a Grignard reagent. So the structure for B will be the structure for B will be CH3, CH2, CH, CH3. Kalau Grignard jadi NGCl. So this is structure of B. Okay. C, kalau kamu tanya saya macam mana boleh tahu, kita dah banyak belajar a lot of chemical reaction. From kita alkane sampailah sekarang kita alkohol. As I ask you to do, saya selalu kamu buat setiap kali selepas subject I want you to do a mind map, and this mind map mesti cover all the chemical reaction. So ini dah contoh mind map yang soalan ni. Okay, so dia dah buat macam ni, kamu boleh contoh mind map. Jadi kamu boleh terus tengok so reaction ini mesti jadi apa. Okay, daripada kamu instead of nak buka kamu punya reaction map. So this is Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent react with methanol, C double bond O, H, H. So kita in dry ether. Okay, kalau Grignard reagent dengan methanol, dia mesti jadi primary alcohol. So macam mana? So ini partially negative, partially positive. So C. Double bond dah tak ada, jadi single bond O minus. So H kat sini masih sama. So ini partially negative akan attach to partially negative. Ini ialah partially positive. So dia akan attach pada yang ni. So dia akan jadi CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay. Kemudian followed by hydrolysis. Hydrolysis with water. Dia letak situ water acidic medium ialah H2O+. So dia ada H plus dan OH minus. Okay. Okay. O ini akan attract dekat sini. Ini akan attract di sini. CO MgCl. Okay. Ini bond kat sini akan terputus. So dia jadi H C H ataupun kalau saya pindah kat sini H C H atas ni OH ini combine dengan H jadi OH. Okay, ini combine dengan CH, CH attach dengan CH3, attach dengan CH2, attach dengan CH3. So this is the structure for C. Okay. So this is an alcohol reacted with H2SO4 concentrated followed by and heat. So ini ialah tindak balas. Ini ialah dehydration of alcohol. Okay, dehydration of alcohol dia akan produce sebab sini D mesti sejenis alkene. Okay, so dia akan suntikan H dan OH from the adjacent carbon. Okay, kita baliklah. CH3, the compound CH3, CH2, CH. Okay. Okay, reactor is H2SO4 concentrated, kemudian heat. Okay, so dia akan singkirkan H and OH from the adjacent carbon. So kalau dia singkirkan H dengan OH pada carbon bersebelahan kiri, so your alkene will be CH3, CH2, CH. So kat sini dah jadi double bond CH2. So double bond ni saya letak warna merah lah. Nak represent yang ini ialah yang merah ni. So if you remove H and OH from the adjacent carbon yang ini, H dan OH from adjacent carbon, so your product will be CH3, CH2 dah jadi CH, double bond dekat sini, C attached to CH3, attached to H. So actually there are two possible products. So between these two possible products, which one is major, which one is minor? Major and minor is determined from Saizer's rule. So Saizer's rule states that the major product is the most substituted alkyl group at carbon-carbon double bond. So yang first structure H2 bukan alkyl group. So actually kalau saya lukis kat sini adalah H. So alkyl group dia adalah this one alkyl group. Kalau sini saya lukis balik so number of alkyl group is 1, 2 alkyl group. So obviously this one will be have major and this one is a minor. So kalau dia kata D mana satu, D mestilah the major product. Sebab minor tu dia punya the amount is very very small. So D, the answer for D is CH3CH. Inilah CH3 CH double bond CH3 CH CH3 CH. So this is the answer for D. Okay, E. So actually this one is an alcohol. This one is carboxylic acid. Alcohol reacted with carboxylic acid. Ini ialah in H2SO4 reflux. Ini adalah chemical reaction ataupun in formation of ester. Okay, ini kita belum belajar lagi. Okay, ini alkohol. Ini ialah tindak balas kalium pembangunan acidic hot. Ini ialah chemical reaction of alcohol. Ini ialah tindak balas oxidation. Ini kan kita belum belajar. So, E dengan F ni kita KIV dulu. Kita akan discuss ataupun sambung discuss bila kita dah habis chapter. Bila kita dah habis 15.4 which is chemical properties of an alcohol. So, I think for today, that's all for now. So please do a lot of exercises. You can start do the tutorial question related with the chapter alcohol. Okay, and then do kumpul Excel lah yang kamu start. So I think that's all for now. So kalau tak ada apa, we can dismiss and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Thank you.